Hello and welcome to this video. This is Mikael Pitzner from Website Creation Mastery and also from creatorsofwebsites.com. And in this video, what we'll be doing is we'll be building a website from scratch. So it kind of gets to look like this one or something similar. I'll probably do another theme, or another look in terms of the images, but basically it'll be the same thing. This is a website that we made that we are actually offering done for you services. So basically this website here, its text and so on, all has to do with you want a website kind of like this, but with your own text and your own images. And then we can build it for you and we can do it fast. And right now we have some super low prices because it's just an introductory we are doing right now. Basically what you can see, it is a more or less a one-page theme. So you do have a navigation up here, and when you click on any of these links here, then it basically scrolls down to that section of the area. But what it does, it makes up the full page images here, and it is a mobile responsive image or mobile responsive theme, so it will adjust to the mobile devices. But it looks pretty cool. I think it can be very useful and very nice theme and so on. And that's what we'll be then building. So starting off, this is what we're starting off with. We have a website. In this case, it's called websitecreationmasters.com. And right now there's nothing on it except for my hosting service that I'm using here for this domain, which is HostMonster. They have kind of shanghaied my address until I build something myself. So what we'll need to do is we'll need to log in into our backend of our hosting service. So I've logged in here to my hosting service. I need to go back and let's see. Actually, that's not where I need to go. All right, so we're in the cPanel. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to install the WordPress. And they have an easy, as you can see, it's very easy. They have a lot of these different things once you're logged into the cPanel. And in this case here, they have a heading called Website Builders, and underneath you have WordPress, for instance. You have some other things too, like Weebly and so on. We're going to go for WordPress. It's what gives you the most control, I think. That's going to open up this page here, and they have some different options here where you can buy done for you services. You can see here $3.99 install WordPress, demo setup, a theme and can be installed. You'll get a small theme, backup WordPress site, and some sitemap and site security and so on for $3.99. So compared to our offer, well, you get quite a bit more with our offer because we'll actually set everything up a little bit further than that for you. But at any rate, you don't need this here, to do any of these. You can just basically just hit the install. And then now you need to be very certain that you make sure you take the right one. So let's see, we wanted the website creationmasters.com, check domain. And I actually just want to make sure that that is Website Creation Masters, because I have a bunch of sites. I want to make sure I'm not doing it the wrong way. It's gonna come up with this. You can put in your site name. So here we could actually already put in website creation masters, and then the password. I'm gonna copy that. I'm gonna use my little note thing and paste it so I have a login there. And then you're gonna hit the agree to the terms and then install. And that's going to do a little bit of time. It's usually very fast. It'll pop up now with options for purchasing some themes and so on. We're going to skip that. There's a progress bar up here, and sometimes it goes very fast, sometimes it takes a little bit longer, but usually it's done within just a few minutes. So let's just wait off a little bit. There we go. So now it's installed. We can view the credentials, but basically we have that already. It was, it comes up suggesting your email address that you have with your host monster, and then it gives you a login, a password, and you can actually choose some options where you can change that straight away before you actually install it. If we go here to the site, if we update it, then we can see that the WordPress is installed now, and it actually says website coming. We can actually hit the admin login because we have login. And for me, it was Mikkel Pitzner, and then I'm gonna copy in that code, the password they gave me. And now we're logged into the back end of the dashboard. So the first thing I usually do is I would go in. In truth, I actually make these changes before I do the WordPress install. But for the purpose of this video, I'll go in here and set it up here. So one of the things that I'll do is I'll set a new password here. I'm gonna do that. Set a password that is of high strength, but also one that I can remember. Then I might even update my name. And then I might even want to put in that how any post and so on is displayed and so on. So I like it like that. And then update the profile. Good. So now we are all good. It actually has a newer WordPress. So let's just go with the latest version, update that also. It's a quick thing. It's done quickly, and that's update now. And if we go to, let's just have another tab open where we can see the site as it looks. Okay, so now because we are logged in, we will actually see this screen. Other people will see this screen that says WordPress site coming or website coming soon. But this is what we'll see. This is the newest, latest WordPress theme installed with nothing done to it yet. So I believe this latest version, they call it, and they nicknamed it Billy. And you can see it's relatively boring and so on. If we go into the backend again, and if we look at themes, and we can see what themes we have installed. So when you install a WordPress platform, you actually get a couple of themes of the latest version, 2013, 2014, and then we just updated this with 2015. So now we have the latest version, and but still we want to make use of another one. So what we want to do is we actually want to add new. Now the theme we're going to use is one called Altitude Pro. And it is one from StudioPress. We have it downloaded onto our desktop, and when you buy it, you'll actually download it to your computer and then upload it. So I am going to, oh, that's the wrong one. I need to website build. I'm gonna upload it now. This particular theme requires something called Genesis, a Genesis platform. So first you have the WordPress installed, then you need to put in the Genesis install. It's a little two-step process. So basically it kind of like makes a platform ready for it, and we need to activate it. So now we uploaded the Genesis theme, we're activating it. If we went to the website and updated it, we can see that it actually changes look. So now it's a Genesis platform, but it's still not the theme we want. But this is a prerequisite in this case for us to build this particular theme. With most other themes, you don't need that extra Genesis in there. It's only if it's a Genesis based theme. Now we go to the actual actual theme, Altitude Pro. It's a zip file. Again, it's one that we got from StudioPress. We downloaded it to our desktop, and now we upload it to our site. We hit the install, we activate it. And there we go. So now we're good to go. If we go in and we have a look at the site, refresh it. So now it looks like that. Still, it doesn't show much of anything. All right, so back to the actual build. Some of these parts are a little tricky, but once you get the hang of it, it's actually relatively easy. Without going into details of all these different things over here, you'll have to go to some of my other videos or go to my website creation mastery program, which actually is a full 6-week, 6-module, full-blown course that will teach you from scratch how to make use of WordPress, and it has a lot of cool insights of to how to make it rank high, and all search engine optimization techniques, and how to deal with images and videos and all sorts of things. So websitecreationmastery.com, that's where you can find more information about that. But this theme, what's unique about it is that it has these placeholders that it's set up already. And if I can just find over here. So basically here we got a live demo version of this theme. Here's the front page. If we click the navigation, it'll scroll down to that specific section. It actually does, and it actually scrolls down to that. So it becomes a one full page image, and then maybe some text or some more information. Here's the pricing. Here's testimonials. Frequently asked questions, sign up, and then there's a contact form also. Again, if we just go back to our site that we are gonna, it's the same thing, and we have, you know, the front page here you land on. We can hit the overview, then we get down to more information about what this offering is about, or this particular website is about. If we go to features, we have a bunch of things about that describes the features in details. We can go to pricing. Here's our offer page. We can go to testimonial, and we get a testimonial for somebody, and frequently asked questions, and then also we have a sign up, so that it's actually the bottom part of it. So all these areas are actually set up as widgets in this particular one. And where it's controlled, well, actually let's go in, because when we go to StudioPress and download it, then there's a bunch of information once you log into your account with StudioPress, and you can go in and see more about the setup. So in terms of the images, here is a front page background images, how it is set up. So you see that's the whole way it's set up. And you know, the thing that the way you can actually start off is by importing the demo site, the actual demo parts to this. If you wanted to import the demo website from this theme, what you need to do is you go to let's see where it is, tools, and import. And then you need to go to the WordPress, and we need to install there, active import plugin. So this is a plugin, and then now we got to go and find the file. The file is actually inside of this zip file, and I've unopened or I've opened up the zip file into this one here, and we need to find the XML file, and then hit this one and then open, upload and import, and assign post. We're going to assign the current posts that are there now with ourselves, and let's just import everything. And it's going to take a little while, so it's waiting down there. And usually it's a relatively quick thing. Here we go. It's going to say it's going to display a coming soon until we're ready, and then we're going to launch. But I think since we're logged in, we might be able to see it. So see, now it took and imported all the different posts and so on. We don't actually want any of these. We would actually get rid of them again. But this is just to demonstrate to you. Again, if we go back and we want to now build the page. So if we just make a quick look, and we do have pages, sample page, concept page. Yeah, we don't have the home page that we want. So the first thing that we want to do maybe is we want to set a home page, and we can just call it home, and then we're just going to publish it. It's not ordinarily so that I'll publish straight away. Normally I'll actually work on it, but in this case I do actually want it published. We probably want to add also a where the blog is going to be. So in this case I'm just going to call it blog. Sometimes I call it latest news, other times, you know, whatever it makes sense in your case is what you would call it. And then since we now have those two pages, what I want to do is I want to go in and change some of my settings. So I want it to be that the front page will actually go to my home page. My home is going to be a static page, and then the post page will then be the blog page. And I can go with 5 posts and 10 items and full text for now. For now, this is not so important for me, so we can just hit the save changes. Another thing I want to do straight away also is just go through here the general and so on. See, we already call a website creation masters. Here just get your own professional website now. Okay, and that's a text that's relevant for this particular site I'm building. For you, it might be something completely else. I'll go down here and you can do some formatting to, you know, how do you want dates and time to be displayed, your week, what date does it start on. In the Arabic world it actually starts on Sundays, I believe. And then I'm gonna hit the save changes. I also want to check the permalinks, because as out of the box they come with this permalink where basically you have your url.com / and then this, you know, question mark p equals 123 or 125, or, you know, whatever it is your page number is, which is kind of nuts and makes no sense at all, and it certainly does nothing good for you in terms of search engine optimization. Instead, what you want to do is do something that's going to be like your sample post. So let's say it's like websitecreationmasters.com / how to build a website. That would be much more relevant for search engines. So that's what we're going to change it to in this case. And this is something you set basically once, and then it takes care of it for the rest of your website build. But anyways, we're going to go back to the theme, and then under the appearance we're going to go into customize. And what we will try to do is actually customize the background of the front page, because if we go and update the front page, then you can see now we're showing that home as we have. But as we just set up the home page, the page we called home, we published, and then we set it as this is where the page is gonna land, this is where the domain is gonna land, but we have nothing in there. But like I said, the home page is actually built up of widgets, and ordinarily speaking I would go into the home page and start building a whole lot of things, but instead what I go to is the theme, customize, or the appearance, and then customize, and then we're going to build it up basically in there. So we have a number of choices we can make here, and we're going to go into the background images. Now it already comes with these, and in truth I can't remember, it's just because I just downloaded and imported, but then if that was the case, it really should be showing already, I would think. Or if it's just this theme is actually referencing these. If we choose these, and we could, then it would basically show the demo theme. What I want to do is actually change the theme. So let's go in and just say change images, and then you can drop files in that you want to make use of. So I have prepared some images already, And let's see, I just need to find them, so excuse me for that. All right, so let's see, let's say I wanted to drop in this image here. It's gonna upload and choose image. I'm gonna do the same with this one over here. I'm gonna put in another image. Choose image, another one there. And finally, oh, the last one there. Choose image and save and publish. Okay, so we have images uploaded. We still don't have anything there, and that's because we didn't actually put anything into those areas yet. And the areas are built up, like I said, of widgets. So we need to start building widgets. The front page has 7 areas of the page, and if you recall from our side, that's actually, each of these are different areas that it actually goes down and connects with. So that's what we're gonna go in here. So the front page, the first widget area, front page number 1, is the top part. We're gonna add a widget, and it has a bunch of different things, and we just need the text widget. Now in the text widget, what we want here is we need some sort of headline. And see, this is the cool thing. When you're in this mode here, then you actually get a preview so you can see what you're doing. So here's our image for the front page that we uploaded. And I'm gonna put in get your own professionally looking website. No, I'm just gonna professional website, and then we can go to the text, and I need a text that says get your professional website now. And we'll get here to save and publish so we can see what it comes up with. And it's acting a little slow right now. It could be my browser. It's normally a lot faster than this. Let's just give it a moment. Basically, this part here is the heading. And if we go to the start of this page of the website that we're gonna build, then it corresponds to this one here. So you notice the size of this text and so on. The other part, let's go back here. This part here is this heading here. Now notice on this one that the heading is way bigger. If we go and see how it looks now, this is what it looks like. So this is the one part where you actually need to know a little bit of coding. I want to make this a headline, and I want to make it headline 2. So that's the code for choosing headline 2. And what it does, it actually goes down to your CSS style sheet and finds it there, what size text it should be and so on. You can see how it changed everything in terms of the looks. So that's very cool. The same thing goes for getting a button that you want, and we want a button, like you can see. We have button, and we have actually another extra little text and so on, and we also have a little text here that says, you know, this offer here is not just really for, in this case, artists, and this here might be something to do with lawyers and so on. I prepped the text already. Yeah, so I already have some text pre-written and some coding, but basically there's a code here that's gonna give me my text. It's a smaller headline, so instead of headline 2, it's a headline 3. And then I have a HTML code for making these buttons here, and then the text inside. So I'm not gonna teach the coding here. That's not really the purpose um, of this particular video. I'm gonna hit save and publish, and we can actually go to this site. We can update it and see now we have the front page. So that looks pretty cool. Get your own professional website now, showcase your work, grow your business, get your website now, learn more, and so on. Now this here will actually go down to another area, and that's in the coding that I put in there, that it'll go down to that other area. We're going to step back at it again, and I am going to go to widget area number 2. I just changed the text a little bit. So let's go. Widget area 2 again can go. We need to add a widget. Now I want to just stop for one moment, and then I want to go again to the documentation. So the documentation the StudioPress gives for this theme actually spells out how the demo setup is, the demo site is set up. So very often you might want to look at the demo site and so on. Now what's interesting there is if you go down here, it'll say how many widgets was used in the different areas. What makes it more interesting is that they have another page of more documentation that says that depending on how many widgets you put into the area, you'll have different layouts. If you put in 1, then you just basically get like that. That's how we made the front page, as you saw, the home page. We put 1 widget in, and basically you get the text into 1 area. If you put 2 widgets in, then you get 2, shall we say, larger boxes. 3 widgets, and you get 1 large and 2 smaller ones, and so it goes on. So basically when you put in a lot of widgets, then it kind of changes the layout, and we might see that a little bit later on when we go forward. So let's take that away. We are in page 2, which basically, if we go to the other one, is, if we scroll down, page 2 would be this area here. I believe that's our overview page. Actually, this one would go down to the overview. We have something about what is your page about, and then we actually have an image installed. So let's go back and take care of our text. And again, it's a widget area. We took a text, we put in 1 text bar, and in this case I'm not actually going to use a heading. I'm just going to put in my text. And again, I do have the text already. And let's see, if we say save and publish, we may have to scroll. I do believe, ordinarily speaking, it would show us the area, but it didn't. But here is the text. I want another widget area 2, and I believe that's where I have the image, in my case, of this thing here, because today, this day and age, you do want a website that's fully responsive, mobile responsive. That means that whether you're watching on a desktop, we are recording this screen on a desktop, but whether it was a desktop or mobile device, as an iPad or a phone, a smartphone, and so on, then it would adjust so you can easily read it on the websites, on the devices. Let's go back here. So I want to add another widget, I said, and that's to get my image. Now my image needs to be uploaded, but I actually have it on another web page, so I'm just gonna reference that in my text. So I have a code, an HTML code for picking up that image. It's actually referencing websitecreationmastery.com, and that's where I have the full course for how to build websites from scratch. Again, I'm not going to go into the HTML coding, but basically it's a HTML code for referencing and picking up that image. if I update this page, we can now see we have the front page as we saw from the get-go. Then we scroll down, we have the text that we have, and now it picks up that image. And then there's no more. And that's because, again, we did not fill out the other widget areas. So basically, we're just gonna go back. Oh, I went a step too far. Customize. And that's not it. Widget areas, and we were at page 2, so now we're going to go to page 3. We're going to add a widget text, and I'm going to put in a title. I already have my pre-written title, and if we can scroll down, there you go. So now I put in one widget here. Now I actually want more widgets in this one, and you'll see how it changes the look of it. One widget will give you, as you recall, one big box. Looks pretty cool. Actually, very tempted just to leave it like that, but let's go and make another one. So if we put in another widget, you'll see what that changes. So now we put in 2 widgets, so we basically have the first text area, and now we have the next text area. So 2 boxes basically it gets you. Put in 3 widgets and you'll see that it actually changes the layout a bit. Again, the content and so on of those texts, you would do those yourself. Now see how it made 1 big box and then 2 smaller boxes. Gonna put in widget number 4. And notice how widget number 4 made it so that you have 1 big box and then you have 3 smaller boxes. Now put in widget number 5. And it makes 4 boxes down here. I'm gonna put in widget number 6 also. And again, so in other words, you don't need to put in this many widgets. It's all a matter of what is the information you want to have in there, and how is it that you want it to show. Like I said, when I just put in 1 widget, I actually like that look, maybe even a lot more than the rest, but then you don't have half of the information. So it's a give and take. Gonna hit a save and publish, and once it's updated there, then I'm gonna go and we're gonna go to front page number 4. Page 4, add widget, and these are all text. They could be other things too, but in this case we're gonna do text. Now this is page 4 is where I have my offers. So first I have, you know, a heading of your investment. I have an offer, and then I have the description of the offer that I'm gonna give. Then I actually have 3 boxes of the actual offers, and that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm gonna add 1 more. That's number that's the first offer. This is the second offer. There, and save and publish. And we can scroll down and see. So this is the investment page. So that's the first text that I have, you know, the heading, this one heading over here. Then I have my text, and then I have the actual offers. And I'm tempted to say that maybe I should just have two options so that it becomes easier for people to choose. I might actually go and do that subsequent, but let's leave it for now for this particular video. We're going to go to front page area number 5. And that's where I actually have testimonials. So I'm going to put in a widget. And right now I'm just going to put in one testimonial, but if I had more I would put in more. I don't know if they have a slider. They might actually have a slider so you could slide through them. That might be a neat thing. I can't remember if it does, but you could potentially put in a slider here. Save and publish. So that's my testimonial page. And then I'm gonna go and we're gonna go to front page number 6. And that is also text widget. And I believe I have a bunch of frequently asked questions on my area number 6. And I'm gonna put in a lot of these widgets. And again, what you will be doing is you'll put in your text, and you can actually get very far with just text and not the HTML codes. So I wouldn't worry much about it. If you want more details, then I would say you would, I suggest my course, the Website Creation Mastery course. Or if you want the very easy route, is actually make use of the offering that I'm giving, and currently at a very, very low price, under which we actually do this whole thing for you. So you will provide me the text that you want in there, but then we will set it up and make sure that it looks good and is, shall we say, beautified. You'll also supply me the images, so that the images are relevant to what needs to go on your site. But the process of that, if you have images and if you have your text, then we can set it up in almost no time, which means that you get up and running with a professional site straight away. Let's go to that page we just built. So basically here are all the text areas that I put in. You can see these are frequently asked questions. We have quite a bit of them here. And then we have an end text. And then now we basically have the last widget area, or the last front page area. And that is front page number 7. And again, it's a text widget I'm using. And I have a code for bringing up a sign up box. And that basically goes back to the other parts up there. So save and publish. So if I go to our site, here we go. Then now we have the full site that we basically built. Looks pretty cool. So the only problem is now you can see this one will actually, it has the code that will jump up to the relevant area. Now the only problem is we have no navigation, as you can see. So we need to go back, and we can go back from there. We can go out of the widgets. We can go to menus, and then we can go to primary menu. Let's see here. And here are the different things that we have, as you can remember, on this one we have overview, features, pricing, testimonials, frequently asked questions, sign up, and contact. So we need to go in and make some of these things happen. And we need to change out this part. So we need to have, well, you know what, I could actually, in this case we could actually just leave it like that, I believe. So let's see, let's try that for a second. actually, let's try and leave it all together. Let's put in, we just basically maybe we just need to put in primary. There, there, there. Yeah, I wonder what that is gonna do. Let's just go and see here. We update the site. So we basically chose that menu as the primary menu, and I just want to see, because it had that altitude and it doesn't find it because you saw that altitude. That's what I was correcting there. I was taking away the altitude. The altitude there is referencing the theme name, and it's probably from the let's see, yeah, okay, save and publish, and it's probably from the demo thing. So anyway, we saved it. We're gonna go in, we're gonna update the site, and then now it should scroll down to the relevant areas. As you can see, it does a good job at that. And then I have my login. I'm gonna actually put in a contact page instead. So let's go out of all of this. And we don't have that contact page, so let's make that straight away. Add new. Just gonna call it contact. I'm gonna publish it. And then what I wanna do is I actually wanna go in and install a plugin, that plugin. So I went into plugins, install new. I'm gonna search for it. It's called Contact 7 or Contact Form 7. Search for it. Comes up, install now. That's the one. It's got 1 million+ downloads. Activate the plugin. And then I want to go in, here we go, settings, contact form 7, settings. And I want to go in and I want to make sure that if they send me something, it's going to send it to info at creators of websites. I'm not going to make up a new one for this particular website. So creators of websites, and then I am going to take this code here, which basically references the form that we just made. I'm going to go into the contact page we just published. I'm going to go to the text. The text area is where you can paste in code, HTML codes. If you pasted it into the visual area, it will actually print out like it says here. But you don't want that. You want it to print out a contact form. So let's go to the page and you can see what I mean. So now we have the contact form. If you print it out, it would just say basically, it would basically print out this part into, instead of all this, that would be the text, one single line. All right, let's go out of these pages, and this is printed and so on. So now what we need to do is we need to go up and edit the menu. Now we can actually, instead of going into the customize, we can just go straight to the menus. And actually, when you do the widgets, you can also just go to the widgets. I usually work in that mode. The other mode is pretty neat because you can kind of like preview it straight away while you're building it. So that's kind of neat, but not necessary. All right, this is taking a little bit of the time. Let's go up here. Primary menu is the one we were working on before, and we need to hit select. Then I want to add the contact page, add. And then actually I don't really want the login, so I'm going to drag that out. Oh, actually can't drag it out, but I can remove it. So now I have the contact page, and then I'm going to hit save menu, and we can go to our website and we can update it. So now the login should disappear and the contact came up instead. And there we go. Ninja form. Okay, that's not what we asked for. So we had an issue. Let's go back. Page. All pages. Contact. Oh, I see. We have. There was a contact page before, and I chose the wrong one. So that's why. That was with the demo theme, had a contact page, and it's using another form, something called Ninja Form apparently. So I need to go in, I need to remove this one, and then mine was just called contact, I believe. Yeah, there we go. Add to menu. There we go. And let's update again. Let's update again. Did I not get that right? Alright, so let's go up. Contact page was done 4 minutes ago. It's called contact page, and the other one is called I'm gonna just trash one of them, and then we'll see if we get the right one. So if I go in menu, let's do a refresh, and then we'll see what we got going here. Sample page. So I only got one. That's this one. Let's remove this just to make sure that the contact page. Add to save menu. Let's see. There we go. So now we have our contact form. Now what I probably would do also, which is a great thing for SEO purposes, I believe Google actually likes that, is if you have a Google Places and you have claimed your Google Places, and maybe you add it in here. Also for the purpose of building trust with your audience, is a good idea to put in your name, contact address, and any contact email and phone number and so on. It might also be very beneficial. People can call you. Not that all people are going to call you, but by seeing that you're actually presenting yourself as a real place of business, they might actually have more trust, especially if you're selling online and they don't see, well, who are you or where you're hiding and so on. Anyways, that's basically it. If you noticed, I'm not going to bore you with it, but if you notice, we have in the bottom of my page, we have some other things here. We have anti-spam policy, privacy policy, terms and conditions, earnings, and this income disclaimers. So these are separate pages, and we set them up, like I said, in pages, add new, anti-spam policy, for instance. And then what we would do is we would grab the text, you would put in the text that you have, or you would have to buy the text with a lawyer or something. I'm gonna do it just to show you one example of how I do it. So let's just grab my text here. So now I have the page, and then I would publish it. And then I would actually go to menus again. Because now what we need to do is we need to build a footer menu, and that's where we're going to put in this page. So let's see if it would speed up a little bit, it would be appreciated. Alright, something is going on. So let's just put a pause on it. For some reason it took a while to sit and think. We are now in the menu area, and we want to go to the footer menu, select, and currently the footer menu probably has nothing there. My goodness, just keep thinking here. Sorry about that. Let's just pause again until... So you see there is actually a footer menu available, which would go in and link to your social media. Now that can be a very good idea. In this case here, I'm not really bothered about that. I might want to keep these for later. I can just update them. So I'm going to go in and just create a new menu. And I'm going to say my footer menu. You can call it whatever you want, but I'm just going to call it that. And I'm gonna add my anti-spam policy page, and I'm gonna set it as my footer navigation, and I'm gonna hit the save menu, and then let's go and refresh the site and see what that did. Let's see, it should have come up here already, but scroll all the way down and I don't see it, so something, we overstepped something. Did I not make it already? Add to menu. I probably forgot to add it. So, and so we have the anti-spam policy and the footer navigation menu. Now, if I had the other pages too, then I would have added them, and then I would have rearranged them the way I wanted to show. Let's see if it comes up now. So there you go, anti-spam policy. And again, had I put in the others, they would come in here, and notice how it links into that page. So then people can click it, and they can go and read your anti-spam policy. Pretty neat. Let's see. I think that's pretty much it. Let's see what else we need. And that's, yeah, I think we're good. If you do this, so basically, remember you need to activate your domain. You need to put in the WordPress site or the WordPress platform. Then you install the Genesis, and then you install the theme here. And this theme is called Altitude Pro from StudioPress. Then you basically build the whole thing up on widgets. Now, just because you build the front page as widgets, as you can see, you can add other pages and do other funky stuff there, just like we did with the anti-spam policy. And then you can build more deep into the website. But this is a very neat site. I do have certain favorites. This may not necessarily be my favorites, but the more you work with it, the nicer it actually becomes, and it can be really cool for a lot of websites. Again, this particular website, so if you go to Website Creation Masters, you might actually see this coming to that. And this is actually our offer of we do this thing for you. So basically, we help you get up and running straight away in just a little time and get your text and coding and these boxes and so on all good and sound. So this one here, it could be a site for a very, shall we say, a progressive lawyer, because it's using some cool imagery that kind of reference law and so on. I think it actually looks pretty cool, if I may say so myself. And these are like lawyer types of images. We could actually change the images and change the look and everything of it very quickly in the customize. And we would go to the front page. And remember how it is that we would just basically either click the image or say remove or find something else. And let me just find some images so you can see what I mean. Here's one. Here's one. So right now I'm actually uploading the 4 images. So the way we set it up, it's actually, or the way the theme is set up is that you have 4 image placeholders that you can make use of. Let's use this. There, and finally there. And let's see, save, update the site. Let's go to the top. So see how it quickly changed the whole look of it. This looks like kind of like it could be in movies, 1940s movies, wartime. Looks really cool if you ask me. And the final page there. Let's, for the fun of it, try just one more thing. Let's Just wait for it to load. So let's say, for instance, that you were a personal trainer, and let's see. Save and publish. Update the site. Go to this top of the site. So now this site is like for a personal trainer. We can go down. Features. Looks pretty cool. There. And there. So you can see how you can quickly change the whole site. So whether you're a lawyer, whether you're a plumber, whether you are a solopreneur, a coach or whatever, you can choose your images so it makes perfect sense for what it is that your site is all about. The text, of course, would be all pertaining what it is that you're offering, and very quickly you'll have a beautiful, beautiful website. Again, if you'd like us to do it for you, we have some great offerings on that. Just go to websitecreationmasters.com. You can pick it up right there. If you want to learn how to do this whole thing, we have a great course, and you can go to websitecreationmastery.com, and that's websitecreationmastery.com. So either websitecreationmasters.com or websitecreationmastery.com. Or again, finally, and I'm sorry if this is confusing, but we also have creatorsofwebsites.com. If you go to creatorsofwebsites.com, then you can actually be let in. So if you come there, right now it looks like this. I don't know if we're going to keep it looking like this, but right now it looks like this. You can choose to do it yourself, or you can say, hey, just make me pretty really fast. And we have offers for each of these. Anyways, I thank you very much for watching. I will finish this other site here with these last few pages of anti-policy and terms and conditions, the other things and so on, so that this one will basically be finished. And I'll hope to see you again. I hope this was of value to you. I'd love to have your feedback and comments. If you think this can help anybody else, please share it. And other than that, I hope to see you in other videos. Thank you so much for watching.